Usually when phones launch in India, they come with some kind of cuts or the other. For example, some brands remove 5G bands, some remove wireless charging, some remove NFC. It's very rare that a phone gets upgraded when launching in India. And this happens to be one of those rare times. Meet Motorola's Edge 20 Fusion, an upgraded variant of their Edge 20 Lite. So what's been upgraded? What is the Edge 20 Lite to begin with? Let's find out. Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech and let's get started. So let's start with the unboxing part, cutting through the seals, removing that top. We are greeted by the Edge 20 Fusion first. It comes in its own soft case, which as always is something we appreciate. Peeling that plastic off the front, let's set the phone aside for a moment. Next up, we've got some of the regular paperwork. That's followed by a 30-watt turbocharger included in the box. Then there's a SIM ejector pin. Finally, a USB Type-C cable. So that's pretty much everything you find in the box. So let's now get a closer look at the Edge 20 Fusion. This phone, like I mentioned, it's very similar to the Edge 20 Lite. There's one major difference though. While the Edge 20 Lite sports a Dimensity 720U chip, that's been upgraded here. It's got the Dimensity 800U. Now, the obvious question at this point is, what is the Dimensity 800U? Where does it slot in terms of performance? The answer to that is, it is supposed to perform very close to the Snapdragon 750G, better in some cases, like with some benchmarks. So basically, the Mi 10i, the Galaxy M42, Note CE, I'd put this phone at the same level with regards to performance. It's roughly in the same zip code. Now, other specs include 6 or 8 gigs of DDR4X RAM and 128 gigs of UFS 2.2 storage, which is all the more alluring given there is MicroSD support, talking about which the hybrid tray is located to the left, below which we have a dedicated Google Assistant key. Now to the bottom, there's a headphone jack, USB Type-C port, the primary microphone and a single downwards firing speaker. Up top, we just have the secondary noise cancelling microphone, the volume rockers along with a power key that also happens to pull double duty as a fingerprint scanner. Now that's found to the right. The back is plastic, but it's amongst the better looking implementations of plastic out there. Moto's gone with a matte frosted finish with the back panel. Now that's not something we usually see. When it's plastic, brands seem to put in very little amounts of effort. It's almost like, hey, it's plastic, people are gonna crib about it, why bother? But Moto has broken this trend. The back actually feels nice. The thickness here is 8.25 millimeters and the weight 185 grams. Now that is despite the Edge 20 Fusion sporting a 5000 milliampere battery on the inside. So it's about as ergonomic as you can expect a smooth packed 6.7-inch display toting smartphone to be. And yeah, the display, it's 6.7 inches, like I said. This is a 10-bit OLED panel. The resolution is Full HD+, refresh rate is 90 Hz. It seems to be a good quality panel. It's plenty bright, so outdoor use shouldn't be an issue. We don't have any mention of Gorilla Glass, but hey, at least it's got an oleophobic layer for what it's worth. And this phone's also got an IP52 in-rest protection rating, so officially, it can handle a few splashes. Now on top of this display is a centered hole punch. This houses a 32 megapixel selfie camera with an f2.25 lens. And you know what I like the most about this camera? The fact that Moto is probably one of the only brands remaining that doesn't have beauty mode enabled by default. Okay, jokes apart, the selfie camera seems serviceable. Sometimes the colors felt iffy, but I've not tested it enough to draw conclusions. It comes with your regular array of features like spot color, cinematograph, portraits, etc. And that's pretty much the same feature set as we get for the rear camera. Talking about which, this here's a triple camera setup. Primary is a 108 megapixel HM2 sensor paired with an f1.9 lens. It's got Nona binning, meaning it shoots 12 megapixels by default. The pictures looked nice enough, initial impressions at least. If I had one thing to say, damn, it's difficult to get cats to sit in one place long enough to shoot. Now the secondary camera is an 8 megapixel ultra wide with an 118-degree field of view. I still like the colors here. It also happens to double for macro. The third and final sensor, because this one already doubled for a macro, is of course a depth detection sensor. In other words, it's there just to make up the numbers. Now moving from camera to software, the user interface is typically Moto. As in most things are left stock, this is Android 11 and Motorola promises 2 major Android updates. Well, it is theoretically more than the one update that most brands promise in this segment. This is Moto we are talking about. The track record is not great, so I take this promise with a grain of salt. Now, returning back to the software, we have Moto Actions. We've beaten this to death over every Moto phone launch, so I'm not going to dig into that. There's a reason why Moto sticks to this feature set, because they are fan favorites. Additionally, Motorola has got something called Ready For. In the case of the Edge 20 Fusion, it lets you access your phone from your PC, adding another level of convenience to the end user. I've not had enough time to play around with this yet, so I'll have more to say about it in my full review. Now, given stock Android, the user experience seems to be pretty good. In the time I've spent with the Edge 20 Fusion, it felt snappy. The 90Hz AMOLED panel here added to that experience. Everything felt fluid. It seems like there's enough horsepower underneath. And before we talk pricing, there are a couple of sundries I want to mention. First, there is support for 13 5G bands on this phone, which is a positive. The 30-watt charger included in the box that gets you from 0 to 50 in 26 minutes, 0 to 100 in about 80. So that's sundry number 2, which is pretty sweet too. Now, as of shooting this video, I was supposed to tell you that I didn't know the price, but between the time of me scripting this video and actually shooting it, I came to know the price. This phone starts at 21,499, which makes it one of the most price efficient offerings in this price segment. So the Dimensity 800U, the 90Hz Super AMOLED panel, it seems to be a good combination. That said, hey, note how I could have gone, this is Full HD Plus, not pleasantly surprising HD Plus, or made a joke about the lack of Gorilla Glass Victus. Turns out I can make one video without making fun of paid shills or bias bricks. So anyway, there you have it. That's the Motorola Edge 20 Fusion, my first impressions of it. Now, I'd like to know what 30 Squad thinks. What do you guys have to say? What do you think about this Moto launch? Love it, hate it, indifferent? Leave a comment down below. And with that, we get to the end of this video. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on what you felt about it. Subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that bell icon if you haven't yet. And thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Retech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.